Friends, here our concepts are if and if-else statements. See, before going to work with these two concepts, let me recollect our known concepts from logical and logical OR operators. Let's say I have two commands, command 1 and command 2, and I want to club them by using logical AND operator. Then you know how this result works. Command 2 will execute if command 1 is success. Suppose if command 1 is failed, command 2 won't execute. That means command 2 is depending on command 1. Now let me club with one more command, let's say command 3. Now command 3 will execute if command 2 is success. I mean command 3 is depending on command 2 and command 2 will execute if command 1 is success. Now if you observe clearly, command 3 will execute if first two commands are success. But now my requirement is, if command 1 is executing successfully, then I want to execute command 2 and command 3. And while executing command 2 and command 3, I don't want to depend command 3 on command 2 exit status. I want to run these two commands independently if command 1 is success. Then this syntax is not a valid one for your requirement. Then you have to modify in this way. If whatever the first command you want to validate that command, then that is the syntax, close with fi. And between this then and fi, you can write any number of commands or logics. Let me write command 2, command 3, or maybe some variable declaration, or maybe some echo command, whatever it may be. Now, compared to this syntax, in this syntax, your command 2, command 3, all these commands will execute independently. And these commands, all these commands will execute if command 1 is success. Be clear, in this syntax, command 3 is depending on command 2. But here command 3 and command 2 are executing independently. Only condition is, if first command is success, then these all commands will execute independently. That's it. Now let me explain that with a simple example. Suppose, let me define a simple shell script, simple if.sh. Let me write the very first line as shebang line, bin bash or user bin bash. Now I am trying to search which HTTPD. If HTTPD is there, I want to run some commands independently. Then and close with fi. Friends, here then and fi are the syntaxes. And whatever the lines you are going to write, whatever the commands you are going to write between then and fi, you can start from first space onwards in this line. But it's better to provide at least two spaces just for looking purpose. See, I am not starting with the first space in that line. I am giving two spaces. Then I am starting echo HTTPD is present on this host. Then I am finding systemctl status HTTPD and I am running that command. I mean HTTPD service echo now starting HTTPD. I am running some number of commands. Then sudo systemctl start HTTPD. Be clear, if HTTPD is there, this will return exit status as 0. That means this will get success. If it is success, now all the commands which are there here, all the logics, all the statements which are there between then and fi, those will execute independently. Suppose while executing in these 4 commands, suppose this command is getting failed, but it doesn't disturb, it won't disturb to executing remaining 2 commands. That is the advantage here whenever if you use if condition. Now let me save this. And one more thing, here actually which HTTPD will give the output as some user bin HTTPD. I don't want to display either error or success output. Then you know the shortcut to hide that output, error or success output. You can redirect that into null file. That's it. Now give me the execution permission for that. Now I am running that. See the result? Yes. All commands are executing. See, whatever the command we used here, that is which HTTPD. Not only that, you can use any command. Let me take one more example. I am commenting this with the multiple line comments concept. Now if, you can also write some test command. Test is also a command. Let me take in this way. 4 equals to 4. If it is success, then first close with F5. Now write your logic between then and F5. So that is echo they are equal. Echo those are 4 and 4. That's it. First thing, this entire thing is a one command, and if they are equal, it will return exit status as 0, means that is success. If this is success, then these two commands will execute independently. That's it. Now let me save this and run that. Before that, simply see the code, and I am running. Yes, those are equal, and those are 4 and 4. Suppose if your condition is getting failed, then it doesn't allow to execute the lines which are there between then and F5. Let me write here. Anyway, 4 and 4 are equal, but I am reversing that result by using exclamatory symbol. So whenever if you use exclamatory symbol, whatever the status you are getting, actually this is success, that success will become fail. That's why it is not allowing to execute your lines which are there between your if then and F5. These two lines now they are not going to execute. See that? That's it. That is the simple usage of if condition. Now let me explain one more thing. Suppose if you have a requirement in this way, if command 1 is success, then I want to execute only one command called command 2. Then in that case, you no need to write if condition. Already we have this syntax, clubbing with two commands with logical AND operator. That is the best one. But whenever if you want to execute multiple commands independently, if command 1 is success, then only use if condition. So here what we are doing, if command 1 is success, command 2 we are executing. For that you no need to write this logic. Simply you can use this one only. That is the best one. That's it. That is simple if condition. Now let me once again go with your code. If this is failed, then you are not, your if condition is not allowing to execute these two lines. But if this is fail, I want to execute some other lines. Then in that case, you can extend your code in this way. Let me write if else.sh script bin bash. See what I am doing. If I am testing like 4 greater than 5. Anyway, that is false. If it is success, suppose if your 4 is greater than 5, then I want to execute some number of lines. Then those lines you have to write. First let me syntax for your if and else. If, then, else, then close with F5. Now here you can write some number of lines, and here also you can write some number of lines. But if this condition is getting, if this command is getting success, then if will allow to execute the lines which are there between then and else. If it is failed, then it will skip this part and will execute this part. That is the advantage with if and else. Now let me write. Now here I am writing two commands. Let's say echo. We are comparing 4 and 5. In case if your command is getting success, means 4 is greater than 5. At that time, the lines which are there here, they will execute. Now I am writing echo 4 is greater than 5. Anyway, that is not correct. It won't execute these two lines. Now if it is failed, then if will allow to execute the lines which are there between else and F5. Then I am writing some lines here also. Guys, you can also start your line from here onwards, but it's better to provide at least 2 spaces or 4 spaces, just for looking purpose. Echo, we are comparing 4 and 5. So else will execute if the condition is false or if your command is getting failed. Getting failed means in our case 4 is not greater than 5. Then I can display 4 is not greater than 5. That's it. Now let me save it. Let me provide the execution permissions for that. Now see your code. Now I am running that code. We are comparing 4 and 5, and 4 is not greater than 5. This block is executing. The lines which are there between else and F5 are executing because your command was failed. Why it is failed? Because we are comparing 4 greater than 5. That is not correct. That's why this is failed. That's it.